Birthdays and anniversaries in just a bit. We're at 7:45 at KNEB, 28 degrees. Time for today's News Extra, presented by Intralinks. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Nate Lewis from FCA is here today. He's our guest, and we're going to talk about a number of things going on. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while.
I'm doing great. I mean, this is big time here, being on the Kevin Mooney Show. I mean, I'm doing fantastic right now.
Okay. All right, he sputtered me up.
You can't get much bigger than this around here, can you?
Well, you were in Palm Springs, and where else were you over the weekend?
San Diego,
watching men's tennis.
Yeah, we did. Watched some of the best in the world.
Even the women's tennis, right? You watched Sharapova, and you watched Federer, and so forth. So yeah.
Life is good.
Life is good for Nate Lewis, no question about it. All right, let's talk about some of these things coming up for FCA. I guess, first of all, you have your big banquet coming up on April 25th.
Yeah, we're real excited about that. It's always an event that, I look forward to every year, and hopefully a lot of people around the area look forward to every year. I think God's really used it to impact people and to help them to know about what Jesus has done for them on the cross for their sin, and to be able to use the influence of sports and a platform of sports to be able to help people kind of understand that. But it also, does a great job of really raising funds to be able to help send athletes and coaches from Western Nebraska to FCA events during the summer. And so it's been an amazing thing to be able to see people come together and help people to be able to attend things like that, where God really has impacted a lot of lives.
And you've had some wonderful speakers come to these banquets, and this year's no exception.
Yeah, and this year it's a name that maybe people haven't heard a lot about, but I think people will really enjoy. It's a guy by the name of Ken Whitten. He's a pastor out of Tampa, Florida. He actually was a pastor for Tony Dungy, and he's worked with guys like Andy Pettit before, you being a baseball guy and everything, and so you'll know who that is. And so, he's really had a great influence in some of those guys' lives, and he'll have a lot of great stories to share that I think will be a great encouragement to people.
All right, April 25th is the date for the banquet. It'll be at the Civic Center, am I right?
Sure will, yep.
Okay, tickets for the banquet, how do folks get them?
The easiest way would be just to go to nebraskafca.org. And at nebraskafca.org, I believe it's still under the news section. You can click under FCA Banquet with Ken Whitten, and on April 25th, and there's a form that you can download, a ticket order form that you can download and mail in. The other way to do that would be just to get in touch with me over the phone or email, and we can certainly get that ticket order placed for you.
All right. And to give you a call, what's your number?
308-672-6953. Email would be nlewis@fca.org.
That'd probably be the easiest way to do it, nlewis@fca.org, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. If people do the email thing, I think that's the easiest way to do it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, how much are tickets?
Well, for adults, it's $30 a ticket. For any coach or student athlete, it's $5 a ticket. And so really want to make it easy for those coaches and athletes to be able to come. But at the same time, with everybody else coming, we're trying to help raise money for these kids and coaches to be able to get to these camps during the summer. And so, the rest of the proceeds will definitely benefit the ministry of FCA in Western Nebraska and help us to continue to do what we're doing as far as just utilizing sports to help people know about Jesus and help them to grow in a deep walk with Him. So,
all right, and we'll talk about some of those camps coming up right after this.
Is your wireless computer network secure? With their years of professional service, you can trust Intralink's technical solutions to keep your small or medium business computer system up and running. Not having a secure wireless network can put your computers at risk. Call Intralinks at 632-6590 to have one of their highly experienced techs set up, troubleshoot, and secure your wireless network. For weekly tips and information, friend Intralinks on Facebook at intralinks.net/Facebook.
We are back with Nate Lewis with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we're talking about, first of all, the FCA Banquet. Mark it on your calendar. April 25th is when that is at the Gehring Civic Center. And then some of the other things that are going on in addition to that. You have a middle school power camp in Gearing, March 31st. That's not very far away.
Yeah, we're real excited about that. Last year was the first time we'd done that out here, and we really feel like we're gaining a lot of momentum with ministry to middle school students. And so, we're doing this for the second year now in Gearing, and we're real excited about it. We got some phenomenal coaches that are going to be coming in and helping kids to be able to grow in their understanding of how to do their sport, whether it be football, basketball, or volleyball. Guys like Dave Hawksworth and Jim Holscher, they're assistant football coaches at Scottsbluff High School, are going to be heading up the football portion of the camp. My wife, Julie Lewis, is going to be doing the volleyball, and my wife has an awesome understanding of the game, and she's helping the coach over at Community Christian School and does a great job with those kids and really not only teaching them great things about volleyball, but really helping them to connect that to, what it looks like to glorify God as they're out there competing. And so she'll do a great job. And then Bert Wright is the basketball coach, the head basketball coach for the camp, and the kids will learn a lot from him about basketball as well. And throughout the day, we'll have some speakers and testimonies from even some of our local high school athletes and different things. And the kids will really enjoy it. It's $30 for the day, and they'll get a lunch and a T-shirt and a Bible, and we'll have a great time.
All right, March 31st, middle school power camp. And then you have some other stuff going on. You've got the golf scramble is coming up on May 12th.
Yeah, we're excited about that again. I mean, that's a phenomenal event that, people from this area have a chance to be able to compete in, with a chance to actually be able to go to our national FCA Scramble at TPC Sawgrass. And so, that's another event that's available for people to be able to compete in again this year. And we're doing some different things with it as well. We're actually looking to offer a significant amount more of prize money for people to be able to compete in the event as well. And the prize money really is dependent upon how many teams enter in the event. And so as more teams enter in the event, the prize money just continues to increase. And so we're excited about being able to offer that as well as, try to raise some funds for the local ministry here. So it's going to be a great event.
All right. I know there was a group from Scottsbluff that went to TPC here, 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
As a result of that.
Yeah.
And, they had good stories. I talked to them about that.
They really enjoyed that.
Yeah, they had a fun time.
It was.
All right. Some of the other things going on here real quick this summer.
June 12th through the 15th, we got our distance running camp again. That's an awesome camp with, again, some awesome coaches. We got kids from all over the state, literally, that come out for that camp. We have a bus that starts in Omaha, stops in Lincoln, stops in Grand Island, Kearney, North Platte, just picks up kids and hauls them out. And they had a chance to come out here and run in western Nebraska. And so it's a great camp where kids learn about what it looks like to run for the glory of God. We got a camp up in the Black Hills that's going on June 19th through the 23rd, and we'll have a bus that starts here and takes kids up and back for that. We got a max out sports camp in Grand Island. For all the coaches out there, we have a coaches marriage enrichment weekend that's going on in Lincoln at the Embassy Suites there.
This is a really good deal, isn't it?
Yeah, $100 for the weekend because of some of the funds that are raised at the banquet. And, the coaches and their spouses get a chance to go out and just spend time together and just invest in their marriage and all those kinds of things. Les and Chris Steckel are the main speakers there. Les Steckel is actually the national president of FCA, as a former offensive coordinator in the NFL. And they'll love hearing from Les. And then we'll end the summer with tennis clinics, July 16th through the 20th across the state. And so all these events have special pricing for athletes and coaches from Western Nebraska because of funds that are raised at the Western Nebraska FCA Banquet that's going on the 25th. And so I'd really encourage people to check out our website, nebraskafca.org, and look at when all these events are. Get in touch with me. We can get you, special pricing for getting to these events because of, again, the funds that are raised at the banquet. And we're grateful to everybody who continues to support that banquet year in, year out to help make that opportunity available for athletes and coaches here in Western Nebraska. So thank you very much.
All right. Good deal. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You bet. No problem. Back to you, Dan.